Okay, this is about Asuu'S, where I believe it's going to be a positive response by the grace of God. They are still in the meeting. All right, this is coming in hot. Final decision on strike to be reached soon. That's coming from Asuu'S. My name is K to the I to the N to the G, the King himself, and I'm welcoming you powerfully on G Dynamic TV. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. Then you can be notified anytime we post new and heavy content like this one. Members of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, that's ASU, we finalized decision on an impending strike at the end of an ongoing meeting at the University of Lagos, UNILAG. The meeting will be ended today. We just hope something good will come out of it. A chairman of one of the branches, who preferred anonymity because he's not in a position to speak, said the least consideration so far is a warning strike. He explained that ASU is being considerate, but the actions of the federal government are not helpful. Federal government, Makawai now. Makawai now, they've been on this since. Please, Joe. Please, federal government. According to the man, he also said the least consideration for now is a warning strike. Some of our branch representatives feel we should commence strike outrightly, but others advise that apart from the lecture-free day declared we should embark on another warning strike before the full indefinite strike. Hey, and anytime ASU says indefinite strike, just like I don't want to loud. Asked what will be the next step after the warning strike, he replied, "The NEC will determine." That's neck. But it's either we hold another branch congresses or we embark on the full strike if the government is not forthcoming. The resolution of the ongoing meeting will determine. Reports are that members of the National Executive Committee of ASU are meeting at UNILAG to finalize the union's decision on an impending strike. ASU is expected to make the final decision on the strike by voting, but reports, gather that no voting has been held yet. When contacted on the telephone, the chairperson of Unilag ASU, don't forget that is where the meeting is being held. So Dele Ashiru said next meeting still ongoing. The union had expressed grievances over the failure of the federal government to fulfill some of the agreements it made as far back as 2009. ASU had on November 15, 2021, given the federal government a 3-week ultimatum over the failure to meet the demands. Hey, you need to see the anxiety around as student parents await ASU's decision on strike. Like people are really waiting, like, what will be the outcome? Hey, what will be the outcome? Oh, is it? I pray something positive will come out. The lecturers threatened to embark on another round of industrial action following the alleged government unfaithfulness. I told you last 2 days, I said, 2 days ago, I said they are tagging, ASU as a body is tagging the federal government as an unfaithful spouse. As an unfaithful spouse. In the implementation of the memorandum of action it signed with the union, leading to the suspension of the 2020 strike action. There was this very, very, huge strike in the year 2020, and because of the, because the federal government promised a lot of things, so they had to cancel it. They suspended the strike. But now, after the union's National Executive Council meeting at the University of Abuja on November 13 and 14, ASU President in Nigeria, that's Professor Emmanuel Osodeke, lamented that despite meeting with the Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, on October 14, 2021, on issues including funding for revitalization of public universities and academic allowances, university transparency, accountability solution, promotion areas, a lot of things. Following the threat, the Minister of State for Education, Eme Kanwajuba, promised that the union will be paid. A few weeks after, ASU suspended the planned strike as 22.1 billion naira and allowances was paid to lecturers in federal universities. Okpo fun warisi, warisi. Well, as Nigerians await the decision of the Academic Staff Union of Universities on its latest strike threat, tension has heightened on campuses over the possibility of the lecturers embarking on another round of strike. Findings made us to know that while a good number of universities were preparing for the examinations, some others, including University of Abuja, have concluded plans to hold their convocation ceremony. I just pray they should just let those guys go before. Well, I'm not in support of this, but with the education is very, very paramount. I just believe, these guys, they are wasting their time. The years have been wasted. Why don't this is somehow? However, sources within the school confided in a correspondent that the convocation may be postponed should ASU carry out its threat. That's the University of Abuja. They've concluded plans to hold their convocation ceremony. But some sources in the school, they said, convocation may be postponed. If ASU should carry out its threat, which is looking like 80% rule like this. Sources within the Ministry of Sport and Youth Development also told correspondent that the popular National University Games, that's NUGA. I can still remember when I was in school, NUGA. It's always a school. They I think they take it around like around schools. Okay, and it's always no, very, very interesting, very, very interesting. So, also told our correspondent that the popular National University Games, that's NUGA, scheduled to hold at the University of Lagos between March 16 and March 26, 2022 may also be affected. Report also made us to know that ASU had expressed grievances over the failure of the federal government to fulfill some of the agreements it signed as far back as 2009. So bad. It's so bad. The lecturers threatened to embark on another round of industrial action following alleged government unfaithfulness, like I said. So let's just hope something good is going to happen. Please, if you have one or two comments, you can just help us drop the comment in the comment section. My name is K to the I to the N to the G. To see the anxiety as student parents are with ASU's decision on strike. We should just answer now. Can't join now. So there'll be a final decision to be reached soon. Thank you very much.